Let's talk about the episode. So first thing first, we gonna go ahead and get Nicole on out the way. We gonna go ahead and wrap her up into a pretty little bow. Basically, Nicole is in a fraud that she don't know she's in a fraud. We can say this the first time that Nicole don't even much know what's going on with her. Basically, she caught in a perpetration, a whole fraud, and she don't even much know that she a part of a whole fraud. She think the baby is EJ's. We know the baby is Eric's. Sloan the only person that know it, and basically, without telling Trash, she told Trash that the baby is basically Eric's. So basically, we can say that Nicole is innocent this time around with her fraud because she didn't ask for it. Yeah, she got drugged and basically she got pregnant. She was doing the right thing with with getting the DNA test. Sloan behind couldn't help herself and interfered and all that, and basically the fraud is basically on Sloan and Nicole because she couldn't keep her legs closed because she got drugged. Basically, she got drugged by no good something that was being, emotionally abused, and basically we can't really blame Nicole per se for this. So basically, Nicole is caught in a whole fraud that she don't even much know what's going down. She assumed EJ is the father. We know better. Sloan know better. Not Trash know better. Sloan, at this point, since you know the truth now, the best thing you can do for yourself is start stressing yourself out before you end up, before you end up hurting yourself or hurting the baby, stressing your little self out to that screens, and then you end up losing your baby over stress, and all that other problems that can happen with you having a baby, and stressing yourself out to the max like this. And Nicole, the part that kills me about this whole situation is you supposed to be happy enjoying your life with EJ, assuming that EJ is the baby. Like Chloe, Eric, Sloan, the people around you not telling you enough. You so used to being Eric number one that you don't know when to drop that role. Like Chloe said, why do you care? Why do you care if Eric finna marry Sloan? Why do you care that she trapped Eric into a marriage now, baby? Like, why do you care so much? We know you still obsessed with Eric. We know you still love Eric. The point is, you don't realize how obsessed you sound. EJ even told you that, Nicole, like you care too much. Like, give it up. If that man want to be used and abused and, trapped by Sloan, why do you care so much? We know you really won't never. We know you really don't love EJ like that. We know your heart belongs with Eric. But the way you going around not caring how you look, you so pent up and tired of in Eric life, you don't even much realize how obsessed you is with Eric at this point. You supposedly moved on with your life and joined your life with EJ to the point that you still focused and obsessed with Eric life. Like, oh, what is Eric doing? Oh, so he finna marry Sloan. Ew, well, congratulations. Ew, you finna marry Sloan. Oh, this, oh, that. Like, you don't realize how obsessed you look and how obsessed you sound, Nicole. Like, if you don't get it, ain't nobody gonna be able to tell you at this point. Like, you just don't know how far you gone, and basically you do not care at this point because you think this look normal for you, and it really don't. Like, it's time to wrap it up, Nicole. Like, I don't know how many times EJ must tell you, Chloe must tell you, and other people must tell you, you kind of obsessed over this man. You supposed to be happy, moving on, having a baby with EJ, but yeah, you picking and choosing, and you don't like Sloan, and you basically nitpicking at their relationship because they can. You're on the right track when it comes to Sloan, but somebody else has solved that puzzle for you. Give it time. You're going to have Eric back, Nicole. Just give it time. Like, you so far gone, you don't even much realize how far obsessed you gone at this point. And it's ridiculous. And I'm tired of seeing it at this point. And Wendy, the next time you give advice to your brother, don't. Like I said, this whole trash and Lee storyline is leading up to something great. I'm not happy to see Eve again neither. But this storyline that they're coming out with now, I'm kind of excited for it. I want to see how they're going to react to the news. If y'all ain't figure it out yet, Trash and Eve finna get some great news. Look at the spoilers is all I can tell y'all at this point. But they thought they lost somebody, but they finna gain somebody back. Meaning that they thought somebody was dead, but somebody is coming back for both of them. That's all I'm going to tell y'all for now, because it's still kind of too soon. It's slowly happening. I reveal more of it later on once it start unveiling itself, if you won't catch on and ain't caught the spoilers yet. But something great for to happen to Trash and Eve. And I'm kind of excited for it. Not really happy to see Eve after all her stunts and her being obsessed and all that. But basically this Lee and Trash storyline is going to lead up to something great. And basically, Wendy, I'm going to need for you to sit your happy behind down at this point, because this man was happy and excited to see Trash even after she tried to set him up. You go and open your mouth and say, well, what if she try to record you again? Well, you said you innocent, you didn't have nothing to do with the Stephen and all that stuff happening, so you should be good, don't worry about it. She shouldn't try to set you up, she shouldn't try to throw you in pretty like. Why would you tell that boy that moments before his day, psyching that man out like that? Did you think that was a bright idea? Like, in your heart-to-heart conversation with your brother, did you really think moments before that man day, you gonna badmouth him to Trash, thinking that he don't take your advice to heart and not gonna take that into that day and basically try to run away like he did? Like, Wendy, I could have slapped you across your head for that. Like, why would you do that? Now, what if somebody would have did that? Well, somebody did do that to you towards Johnny, and you basically believed it and psyched yourself out with Johnny and ended up with Trip. But what if somebody would have did that to both of your, the Trip and Johnny, and then you psyched yourself out for picking the right guy for you? Oh, and I got to tell you, Trip is a very horny young man. And with you waiting, calling yourself being patient, Wendy, Trip is a horny dog. I hate to break it to your sister. You waiting and all these patience and all this kissing, you on there rising that man up to the top, and he's a horny dog. You gonna either have to give it up or he gonna have to leave you sooner or later, because y'all doing a whole lot of kissing and not did the DJ. I mean, y'all done been on several dates. I understand y'all waiting patiently basically on Wendy part, but Wendy, you better put them shoes on and go ahead. If you want to keep Trip happy, I advise you to do it. You made him happy by picking him, but y'all done been on enough dates to finally got that on out the way already. I mean, you thinking that that's not gonna come up sooner rather than later? Trip, we didn't see Trip enough. He horny, he ready, you not ready. He ain't gonna wait for you forever. Now we understand you are patient and a slow girl and you like to take stuff slow and steady. Yeah, man, these days they don't like to wait that long, and you gonna either have to put up or shut up, or you gotta do something. All these romantic dates, all this cooking and all this. Yeah, Trip not gonna wait for you forever with it. Just the FYI, the side I tell you now. Nah, Chad, I still don't got no ounce of sympathy for you, cause you use work basically to get your way with spending time with Stephanie and all this and all that. Why would you go listen to your bull-headed, pig-headed brother that basically like to run his relationship like a battlefield? It's like a battle and a war for him. Why would Joe Scary behind go take advice from EJ telling you to basically tell Alex to back off and step away from Stephanie, when that's all you did when it came to Derek? I'm not understanding how you think you have a right to peace and silence and doing whatever you want with Stephanie. And my friend, every time we turn around when Alex and Stephanie were trying to have a long time, here you come. Please help me understand why Chad deserved a moment of peace and silence when he never gave Alex and Stephanie none. Oh, work thing. Oh, this came up. Oh, we got to go to the Pauline and write a statement. We got to go spin the situation in her favor. Like, are you serious? You never gave them a moment of silence. What makes you think you deserve a moment of silence? Oh, and that little trick you tried with Alex, trying to convince him when Stephanie came back in the room and you almost got caught convincing him that, oh, he shouldn't stay for dinner and all that. That's going to come back to bite you in your behind. Just a FYI, you got caught. You didn't realize you got caught listening to your brother. Your game almost up. Give it time. Your game almost up and your funds almost up. So, Chad, I just want you to enjoy yourself and enjoy Stephanie trying to turn her into an instant mom. But your time almost up. I just don't understand why you think you should have peace and silence and they didn't get none when they was dating. I'm just a little lost and confused there why they keep showing you and showing Alex harassing you the same way you harass their relationship, but you think karma not going to come back to bite you in your cheeks when you basically did the same thing to them, and now we got to see you run around here moping, complaining, upset, mad and all that. We didn't get to see Alex doing none of that. So why must they always show you being mad and upset? I'm just seeing a little hypocritical here, and I'm just seeing a whole one-sided relationship, and I'm seeing that Chad getting mad, but we never saw Alex this upset before, and it kind of pisses me off that basically everybody gonna take Chad's side in this. When you look at it, when Alex and Stephanie was dating, they never got that a long time ever. So why must we see Chad be upset and we never seen Alex get upset? Yes, he was disappointed, but he didn't sweat it. Because he thought he was going to get that a long time, but never did. And it kind of pisses me off and make me mad that why Chad's so upset and why he mad when we never see Alex this mad and upset before. But I'm going to move on, though. Paulina and basically she took things way too far. Basically, we already knew that she was gonna insert her foot into Mal, which basically she did, pushing Abe too hard and too fast too soon. We already know that crazy woman that did stuff to him and all this, and we already know that that man not ready, because basically he sees you as Nurse King, and basically that image not going away quite soon, and basically you look just like that woman, and yeah, you kind of pushed that man too soon and too early, and basically he said screw you, I'm going to live with Steve, because you shouldn't have kissed that man like that. Like, that was a no-no, and I knew you was going to try something like that. This is why when it was spoiled to me that he's gonna go to extremes to get rid of you, and separate himself from you, I wasn't surprised nor shocked when I saw that. When I was reading about the spoilers and what's coming on with Pauline and Abe, I said, yeah, she went too far. She did something she went too far. She did something she shouldn't have done. And basically, Abe, and you know that man ain't got no memory or no recollection of nobody, and basically you did something you shouldn't have done. And I wasn't surprised or shocked or reading of what's going to happen next when it comes to them. So I said, yeah, she went too far. She did something she shouldn't have. And, oh, that's your loss. The married happy couple. Gwen, you got to be the slowest woman in America at this point. You have to be the slowest person and not realize that your husband is gay or bisexual at this point. I mean, the double wedding, I'm surprised you made it through it, because normally double weddings mean double hell, means somebody not going to walk away married, not both couples. Surprisingly, you got your happily ever after. But you don't realize that your best friend is sleeping with your husband. You're going to find out eventually. I guess Dimitri gonna break you off some of that Von Lutrin money, and it's gonna shut you up, and you're gonna be okay then, I'm guessing, or something's gonna happen. But you're gonna find out sooner rather than later. But Gwen, you got to be the dumbest person on days at this point. I mean, if you don't realize that something going on with Leo and Dimitri at this point, you a slow bird, and hopefully you will catch on before you get hurt too hard. I don't know why you thought this was going to happen and thought you were going to end up being happy, but I guess, I mean, good luck, I guess. I ain't got no sympathy for you neither, marrying somebody you want to know for 2 seconds. So, good luck. Chanel and Talia, they gonna end up getting back together. Just watch. Chanel already feel sorry for Talia. She done took out the dinner. You know, she really didn't mean what she really did to Chanel and her family. Basically, she was being verbally abused, and basically Chanel falling back for her all over again. So it's only a matter of time before you know they end up back together, and I don't want nobody to be surprised or shocked about that, because they was a good thing until that happened. What I didn't know, however, is how Eve and Harris knew each other from high school, and how they ended up graduating and ended up now they both in the crazy house together. I thought Eve was going to prison after her last stunt with Brian and Sierra. She ended up in the crazy house, but we already know, if y'all don't know by now, we already know that, what's that heifer name? Steve baby mama, we already know that she getting out. We already know that Eve getting out soon. We already know that Lee and Trash gonna be somewhat of an item, because that's leading up to a good storyline for them. So I see it happening. I ain't trying to spoil it for y'all. I'ma let it play out a little bit, or let it almost happen before I tell y'all before it happened. I'm just gonna put it like that. I ain't gonna tell y'all, but there's some great things coming up, and I'm kinda excited for it. Even though I'm not excited to see Eve, but I'm excited for it. When I saw her, I said, oh Lord, what is she doing? Then once I read up why she back, I said, oh okay, maybe that'll straighten her out, and maybe she'll quit being crazy. And I said maybe Trash, I want to say it so bad. Maybe that's great, not Trash too, but Trash been a little calm lately. I guess she finally got over it and, did her little grieving, but maybe it'll help the ladies out. But anyways though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.